He's announcing.
I'm announcing.
If you paid attention to what Sam says, you would know.
That's how I want to do it.
Streaming live on WHITradio.org from High Tech High School in North Bergen, New Jersey. It's the Wake Up High Tech Show. I'm your announcer, Sam the Man, and now your host, Sam the Man. Hello, everybody. I'm Sam the Man. Thank you for that amazing introduction, Sam the Man. Now we have Mama the Magnet, Ratchet Richie, and Crazy Carlos. We have a litany of different issues to talk about today. I think we're going to start it off with Robert Menendez and his corruption charges.
Richie.
North Bergen Town Hall yesterday was completely sacked by the prosecutor's office.
Sacked by Sacco?
Sacked. Sacco got sacked, and Robert Menendez got sacked.
Are you sure it wasn't roughing the passer?
Anyways, now that we're done with silliness,
We're never.
we don't know too
silliness.
much information right now. I haven't heard of what the exact corruption charges are of, what their intent was, what they did. But right now, yesterday we got information that Town Hall was pretty much sacked by this prosecutor's office.
I think that the corruption charges are because they didn't listen to Frank Underwood's advice when he said money is the McMansion that falls down in 5 years, but power is the brick house that stands
Clearly,
for a lifetime.
you and Muhammad are too silly for now, Chaz. I need
not too
somebody.
silly.
I need somebody with maturity here.
I believe
I need
the
somebody with maturity
I
here.
believe the charges were for holding multiple offices.
Okay.
Oh, that's what it is.
It's always
hold
been
on.
a rumor in jail.
That's not the charge because they got grandfathered into that. That's not supposed to happen, but they held two positions before that became not allowed. So that's not.
I mean, hey, let's
not
just
the
hope we
reason.
find out soon because I'm actually really interested to see what he did.
Same.
The thing
Yeah.
is that it's always been like a rumor, like a joke that Sacco has been corrupt, and now that there's actual charges now, it's like, oh crap.
Well, you know
People are
what?
right.
Yeah, this isn't the first time I've heard about him being
I
corrupt.
think I really I take this kind of personally from Hudson County because that's the way everybody views us, and to just keep on enforcing the stereotype. I mean, when are we gonna be able to leave this? When are we going to be able to leave this in the past?
About
and
what?
grow-
Sacco
and
being
grow
corrupt?
up?
Corrupt.
No,
Just
just
being
Hudson
corrupt.
County.
I mean, if you think about it,
known for
Hudson
being
County-
corrupt. I mean,
Well,
I really just
yeah,
want.
but
Well, not even
let's-
corruption.
no,
Hudson
let's-
County just has a reputation of being
Let's
pretty
be
much.
honest. Like Union City had its big corruption thing.
Like,
Just
let's
not
just
too long
stop.
ago.
Let's just grow
Hoboken
up.
had its time. West.
Yeah.
When you consider crime rate, and you consider when you consider money wise,
And the
we
population density.
really are probably the worst county in the state.
I don't know about that.
Statistically, we are the worst.
Statistically,
I
we are.
wouldn't call us the worst county in the state. I don't think we are. I just want us to grow up from the corruption.
No, but I'm saying due to population density, crime rate,
The
things.
crime
that we
rate,
should, yeah.
poverty.
Because
It's just, when you consider those statistics,
Not
we
not
are
really
the worst county.
Wise,
I don't
but
think we are, but I just want us to stop with the corruption. I think that we're, good enough to have politicians who care about us and not about their own well-being.
that's gonna be hard to find. That's gonna be
you know what?
hard
I'm sick and tired of this. Chaz, do you have good news for us?
Yeah, if you like Apple, I got good news.
God
So
damn.
Apple.
Oh,
to- Okay, it actually.
I
looks
like
pretty good,
apples.
so,
Okay, but before, all right, I'm not gonna mention the watch first. All right. So Apple did their yearly spring event, so they unveiled the new line of MacBook Pros, which are thinner than the MacBook Air. They're like 2 pounds each.
Oh,
They
wow.
come in gold and black,
So they're basically what Mo Bench is.
pretty much. Ooh.
that was a good
But-
one. Wait, that was a good one.
The redesign
That
of
was
the
a
new
good
MacBook Pros are really cool because one, they use this new force trackpad where the trackpad can sense between if you're like doing this or just a light tap. It can sense that. The battery isn't a block anymore. The laptop is like this thin now. The way the battery is designed, it's like very thin sheets of battery material stacked onto each other.
I don't
So-
trust that though. Like
Tru-
it's too. I feel like it's too sensitive. If
Nah, trust me.
Yes,
the-
because
the-
you're
the
a computer
aluminum-
designer.
The,
No, but I'm just saying,
the
like, make it
unibody
more-
aluminum design is gonna help protect it.
Typical Muhammad. Think he knows
there's
everything.
no cooling fan because everything is so small now and needs like less amount of energy.
It's too hot.
It's too hot. The laptop fire. The new processor only requires 5 watts of power, and probably the coolest.
What?
5 watts.
Yo, you guys, we cannot talk without you guys.
Butter Sam up right now. He's on a roll. I like this.
We can't talk right now with one of you just.
This is a silly thing.
And the coolest thing, well, the second coolest thing is the way the keyboard has been redesigned. So it's not like it's the clicks. It's weird to explain, but it's a solid keyboard.
What?
And
it was, props to Samuel. That was the best one I've ever heard.
And probably the coolest thing on this laptop is the USB-C port, where it's a one and everything port. You charge your laptop through it. You do HDMI through it. You do everything. Through
Does it accept boats?
Yes, it accepts boats.
Support.
I don't know why that was so funny though.
All MacBook Pros Retina displays got the Force trackpad, and I think they all got price reductions. Apple TV is now $69, and is the only streaming device with
69?
HBO Go. Yeah, $69.
Oh, okay.
What anything? Oh, and the thing Muhammad likes to talk about, the Apple Watch. So,
Again, but you can't really
I
use
think
it
it
unless
looks
you
cool.
have an
I mean-
iPhone on you, right?
Yeah,
You know
you
what I
need-
don't like? Anybody with an iPhone, check your iPhone. They automatically downloaded an app onto your phone called
What is
the
it?
Apple Watch. Go to your last
Oh
app.
yeah,
No
yeah,
way.
No,
Yeah.
it's part of the new update.
And you cannot
No.
delete it.
Really, is it here or is
I don't see
where
it.
is it?
I downloaded.
Oh, then I haven't updated my phone yet.
Yeah, maybe I updated it yesterday.
Yeah, all right. So the way the Apple Watch works is that first there's three variants. There's the Apple Watch Sport Edition, the Apple Watch Watch Edition, or edition rather, and then there's the $10,000 edition that comes in
Gold
gold.
one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
ridiculous.
the gold
It
one,
better be solid gold.
it is. It's solid. The gold one, very small market, but the actual sports one, I could see that being a thing.
I'm sorry, man.
It's still
I-
$350,
Yeah, I
and I mean, if you look
refuse-
at the way Samsung sold, or should we say didn't sell, and you look at the way Motorola, didn't sell, I don't think that it's a good idea to go into this field.
The thing is that one, Apple has the capital and I guess the cushion of their market to take a risk like this, and I can see it being useful for more than one reason. Let's say you're a worker and using your hands and you're getting an important call and you can't pick up the phone. You just tap it. You can answer right from your. I could see that being useful.
I can
If-
see that. I can see the benefit.
If you're in the middle of a run and you get like a text message, you just check. I could see it being an extension of your phone without needing your
Well,
phone.
I mean, I think now you're going into dangerous territories in the watch industry because you're going against companies who have been around forever.
years, yeah.
Rolex has been there forever. Companies, I can't even think of another one, but those companies have been there forever. I mean, it's hard.
I think it's funny to see how Apple is completely trying to take over every type of.
The thing is, I don't see like
technology we
I don't
have.
see
We
companies
see-
like Rolex and like them going away mainly because it's like watches nowadays either practicality or fashion. So the fashion is never going to go away. People are still going to buy Rolexes just to look nice.
Yeah, but they're
for-
just classic at this point. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
But like an Apple Watch, like that has an actual use now. Like if you have an iPhone,
I'm sorry,
it's-
man, but you really don't need it. Like,
You were the one telling me
Hold on.
back there. You
No, I said
wanted
they're.
it.
I said they're awesome, but you don't need it.
Do we need anything? But I guess
Air,
Yeah, we need air,
in terms of
water.
this
water,
women,
food,
in terms,
shelter.
women.
Women, yeah.
And in terms of this watch, in terms of this device, and if it sells, I guess we'll just have to watch.
Yo, I hate Sam.
Moving on to
Anyway, I'm
Mo
probably gonna buy
and
Oh,
what are we
MVP
gonna talk
race.
about?
So
MVP race.
right now, I
Wait,
think it's
I did say Mo.
why you smell rich. So
What?
I think it's undisputed that the two people right now, in front for NBA MVP right now is Russell Westbrook and James Harden.
You gotta
Now-
you gotta throw
Hold
Steph
on, I
Curry
think you have to
in.
include
gotta throw
Steph Curry. I think
in.
you have to include
Steph Curry,
LeBron
yes.
James. Just
LeBron
because
James,
of-
yes.
LeBron James.
But when you consider how hot the two have been as
Oh,
of
yeah.
late, I personally believe that they're both in front right now. My thing is, it's really hard to decipher who's in front. And you brought up a good point that I agree with.
And yeah, for the fans, my point was that Russell Westbrook didn't have Kevin Durant for majority of the season, and James Harden didn't have
Howard.
Dwight Howard for majority of the season.
So
Dwight
this
Howard, nobody ever has him.
this morning, I was thinking, I was actually, because I was walking to school, and I'm always thinking basketball. So I'm thinking like, okay,
'Cause
Russell
ball is
Westbrook
life.
hasn't had KD. James Harden hasn't had Dwight Howard this whole season,
But then-
and if he wasn't, he was unproductive.
And the other things I look at are improvements they made.
At least Russell had KD here and there. I think when you consider also OKC seems to be, even though they have a worse record,
No, the only reason they have a worse record is because Russell Westbrook and KD
if you think
were
about
out.
it,
if
if you think
they
about it,
have a deeper team than the Rockets, and you also have to consider when you're trying to argue James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Westbrook's team has a lesser record.
If you think about it too, though, with the way he's been performing and how he basically just completely disappeared, LeBron James hasn't had Kevin Love either.
Well, I mean, I think that's different because I think Cleveland is easily one of the deepest teams in the NBA. And I think when you consider scoring, I don't think at first I thought I was like, oh, I don't believe in Kevin Love. Not that I don't believe in him, but it's a team.
LeBron,
it's a team that doesn't fit him at all. But now I think it's just he doesn't need to score anymore. I think as long as he is consistent with 3-point shot, he's a huge benefit to the team because he still has his passing, he still has his IQ, he still has his rebounding.
No, what I give LeBron is that he doesn't have Varejao, his big man that was.
He does now. He does have. Now he has. What's his name? The guy they picked up in the trade from.
The Nuggets. He has Mozgov.
He's Timothy Mozgov. He's a beast. I think he's better than Andrew Varejao. I think he was better than Varejao. Younger, more durable, better rebounder.
Yeah, he can rebound.
But I think Cleveland has a deeper team now, which hurts LeBron's chances for an MVP.
Yeah,
award.
but here's the thing though. What I was looking at, go back to like Russell Westbrook and James Harden for a second, and to pick the MVP, yeah, they didn't have their star. But another thing I looked at was I wanted to see who made more improvements to their game from last season. James Harden, like what is he getting? 27, 7 and 7. He's playing good defense now. Like everything.
That's my thing with James Harden.
Everything we criticized him for last season, he fixed.
I have always knocked James Harden for defense. I always said if James Harden plays defense, he's a top 5 player in this league because his offense is top 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
This season, James.
Wait, I want to hear this.
Come on, James Harden.
James Harden. Upset.
And in the fourth quarter,
Hold on.
he's top 3 in points in the fourth quarter.
This year, top 3? I don't know about
Top 3 in what?
offense.
He's leading the league in points. He's
But
leading the league in points.
yes, but that's only points.
But that's offense.
I'm talking about facilitating an offense. I think LeBron James is a better offensive player in terms of facilitating an offense. I think Russell Westbrook is a better player in terms of facilitating an offense this year.
Wait,
I don't know about
who?
that. I don't know about Westbrook. No.
My
I
top
think,
3.
I think. John
I'm
Wall
talking
can
about.
facilitate.
I'm
John Wall,
talking.
I'll
I
give
think
you.
Tony Parker.
I'm talking about.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Oh, we're gonna have to continue this conversation.
Hold
later.
on. Since when do I listen to Aaron?
Come on, man.
I'm joking. Aaron.
No,
Aaron,
stop.
I'm joking. Aaron. I'm
Yo, we
joking.
need to end this show.
Okay. All right.
All right, I'm Sam the Man. Mama the Magnet.
Yeah.
Ratchet Richie. And Crazy Carlos.
I'm talking about like scoring.